up, you guys? It is Mary.
And
we invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
share,
and
comment down below. You say
sorry,
comment, I say down below.
I was distracted seeing these tiny little kids. They cannot be more than 2. And they're like running down the road, just having fun. I don't see any adults in sight. But that's just the freedom. These kids are out and about. They're safe. They don't feel, they're just safe.
You ain't got to worry about your kids in Africa, honey.
I mean, look at them. They're so cute. They're so tight. They're like this high. They're like really this high. Yeah. 2 of them just running on the road, laughing, having
There's
a good
just
time.
like a peace here in Africa. We haven't heard now one police siren since we have lived here, and we've been here for almost 2 months.
Well, only if we have if there's a government official that's passing by, you'll see.
But that's when we're driving or whatever.
But they're not very loud. But the lights will kind of go off, and you'll know, hey, move to the side of the road or something. But yeah.
Yeah, but it's very, very peaceful here.
I love to see these kids. Like, they're out here by themselves. Like, they're so tiny.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So they can't be more than 3 the max.
Yeah.
And they're having so much fun. Some of them are leading the cows. Some of them are getting water from. There's a well right in front of us.
Yeah.
You can't see it. It's kind of underground.
It's like underground, yeah.
So they'll walk down inside this hole, and you will see them. They'll be gone. And then you see them coming up with the buckets of water.
And then you'll see all these cows and these goats, and then you'll see the birds like sitting on top of the cows. I think that's the cutest thing.
It's just cute. And then you look out, you'll see the butterflies, the robins. Like, we have a nice garden, so we have a lot of beautiful birds in our garden and butterflies.
Yeah.
Other things are there too, which we will talk about.
Oh, today. We are actually going to talk about it right now. We are going to get into how I had 3 panic attacks in 2 days.
Yeah, she surely did.
Welcome, you guys. There was somebody who actually commented on one of our Tanzanian videos yesterday. I'm trying to find the person's comment. The Adventure Kids.
Okay.
Hi.
Adventure Kids.
I'm not sure if this is a
Welcome
male or a female.
Our channel, Adventure Kids.
Hi. I don't know if you're a brother or if you're a sister.
The one that said they wanted to come to Tanzania in March.
Yes, they said they want to come to Tanzania in March.
Okay.
But he or she said that, it's pest control common. I live in Texas. I don't tolerate bugs in my home. Okay. From the tone, I thought maybe it had to be a woman who's very stern about her house, or it has to be a man who just don't like insects.
But we're gonna do this PSA, this public service announcement.
That's what we're doing right now. This is the video.
This
is a public service announcement. It's for single women. If you are coming to Tanzania, and you might not be getting along with your boyfriend, your man, or whatever, you make that relationship work. Okay, you make that relationship work.
Or come with your brother.
Or your uncle.
Come with a cousin. Come with your daddy. Come with your uncle.
Oh, my God.
Come with a man.
Come with a man.
You're coming to Tanzania. Do not come on your own.
But this is for
a man.
But I'm saying this because there are some women who love insects, can handle them.
Reptiles.
They can handle it. Now, if you can handle it, you're an adventurer. If you're an adventurer, you're fine with it. Cool. If you're like me, who I can handle.
Pets.
Hold on. If you have snakes for pets, but if you're like me, who I have a heart condition. Okay, I have a heart murmur. I can only deal with so much trauma in one day. If you're like me, who I can't really deal with insects too much, you should bring a man. I only got my mom, and she can't help me much in that department.
I can't help because
she's not well.
Physically,
but
I cannot help her. But
she did help me one day when I had my 3rd panic attack. But we're going to start because last week, I think it was either a week or 2 weeks ago, I'm sure you guys noticed that we really had not been posting like we have been posting.
Yeah.
That was because we missed about 4 or 5 days because I know I did not post. I wasn't doing no YouTube. Even coming to the house.
I think it was like maybe 3 days.
Anyway, let's get to the story.
Okay,
you guys. So. Sometimes there can be a water issue, which we'll do a video about that as well, about the water in Tanzania.
Yeah.
There was like no water coming out of the tap. So our Delali, who kind of does everything
like
for
a
us,
realtor, and he's also an interpreter
and an Uber driver.
Yes.
Now we do consultations for anybody who wants to come to Tanzania. So if you're interested in that, you can email us and we can give you his information or whatever. He's great for when you're coming to Tanzania or whatever.
Yeah.
We do. We do plan on doing consultations for people who are coming into Tanzania. We have been here for about 2 months, so we're still learning some things and figuring some stuff out. But in terms of like the internet, the basics, how to work your electricity, how to look for good homes,
to get comfortable,
all that stuff, how to get comfortable coming into Tanzania.
Exactly.
We are doing consultations for that.
Absolutely.
If you are seriously interested about coming to Tanzania and you really want to get a lot of information and you want to know about the guy who helped us find our home, which we'll be posting next week.
Yes.
And you want to, have somebody who can really help you when you get around here, we can give you those contacts or whatever.
Absolutely.
So, just our email is in the description and we'll put it down below as well. But we're going to get into this video.
Yes.
And basically what had happened was
you went downstairs, you saw what?
we didn't have much water.
Right.
So our Delali called, I called him. I was like, look, we don't have water. What do I do? He said, look, you have water tanks in the back. Go to the back and you can go ahead and turn the tap. Now, mind you,
trying to tell you what taps.
yes, so it's in the back of our house.
Yeah.
Now, we don't have much garden in the back of our house, so I really don't go back there. Like, they do have a sink there, they have the water tanks there, they have a toilet back there for, if you have somebody.
Clothes.
Yeah.
And a little porch.
Yes, of course. I don't really go back there because it's Africa, The insects are like 10 times bigger than anything you will ever see in America. And I'm being dead ass. Like, when I first, I remember, I think the day before I went to go to the tap, right? There was like a huge roach in our living room. And he was doing crunches.
He was
doing crunches.
When roaches try to pretend like they're dead, they're
on their back.
They go to their back, but she was like, he's doing
He was dead ass doing crunches because all you saw was his light, because they're like really dark brown here, right? And it's like they have wings or something like that. I'm like shaky talking about it
coming, and I was like, I didn't know what was going on, and she started. In all her life, I think.
No, we're not going to get there yet.
I think I've only seen her have one panic attack in her 24 years of living, and when she had one, I was like, OMG.
I think it was just the first one was about the roach.
Right,
okay,
it was the roach.
It was the roaches. Because it was big, and then the legs are about this long. Like, it was as long as my finger. Then he had these long ass antennas, and it's just doing crunches, and I'm just like, I can't deal with this. Like, I had never seen a roach that effing big in my life. And I was like, what the hell is going on? But I was like, Mom, there's a roach, and I don't want to pick it up. I don't want to pick it up. And she said, you ain't got to pick it up. Just sweep it outside. Yeah. So I get a broom, and I'm like this, taking the broom, trying to sweep it across.
And she is totally
and I'm like,
panicking.
I'm like, it's so, and I'm like, is this what I have to deal with or whatever?
Because she does all the cleaning.
We don't have a dada yet.
Yeah, we don't have someone to assist yet.
Personally,
we don't have a helper yet.
Personally,
and you had said, because I had told her, I said, when we come, I want to get a helper because I don't want you taking care of me. I want someone else to do it so that you can go and do all the little business stuff that you wanted to do when you got here.
But the thing is with me is I'm like, why waste money getting somebody to clean when I am fully equipped?
She's OCD about her cleaning.
I am very OCD because I know exactly how I want to clean. I detoil everything. I use bleach for everything. Like me personally, I like to wipe all the bugs from the window seals. I like to make sure there's no cobwebs, nothing.
She goes above and beyond with her cleaning.
That's how I am. Yeah. I will sometimes mop maybe once, even twice a day or whatever, depending on how dirty the house may be.
Just how she is.
But when I got here,
like, nobody's gonna be able to do it the way I want to do it.
And then I don't speak the language.
I said, this is a big house. It's 5 bedrooms. You're not gonna be able to do this. No. I got it.
So yes, that was a horrible mistake. I mean, it's not that I'm not equipped, but it's just the bugs.
With the bugs.
I can't, and then I don't speak the language. You know what I'm saying? So the next day, after having a little roach scare, I got the roach out. I swept everything. I put the toil down and everything. It was like a mini one. Like I was just like yelling and stuff like that. Like I was breathing a lot. and I ain't got no Bitterall over here to help me.
And I didn't even think about it because I have some.
But I used to have one when I was a lifeguard.
And I thought that I was, and I didn't even think she needs some albuterol. She was losing oxygen really fast.
Yes, but then the second day comes,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to go to the back to get the tap because we had no water. The pressure was like a drop at a time.
Yes.
So I decide I'm going to go to the back.
Guide you to direct you to tell you what tap exactly it is to use.
Yes. So we're going to get into what the hell happens.
First, you went into the toilet back there to see.
No, hold on, wait. Let me set them up. So I walk outside, right?
Uh-huh.
And then, with us, there's a porch downstairs as well in the front.
Right.
So I walk outside, I turn to my left, and I'm going back there.
Yeah.
On the pathway, because we have our gate, then we have our house, so it's not a lot of space or whatever. But then I see one roach.
Uh-huh.
I see the roach that I swept outside yesterday. It apparently it died.
Uh-huh.
And then as I'm walking towards the back,
right.
there's the water tank at the top, and then there's the bathroom underneath that's outside. And then I see two fat ass roaches mating. So I'm seeing that, and I'm just seeing the movement, and I'm seeing the attendance, and I'm seeing him doing crunches. And I'm like, God,
they were getting their groove on.
I said, God, I can't do this shit. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. So I said, Miriam, we need water because you can't even go shower.
Yeah.
So I go to the back. I proceed, right? So I go out. I went out there 5 times because I was trying to adjust because there's like 2 taps.
You'll adjust and then look in the kitchen to see.
Yes, adjust, look at the kitchen or whatever.
Working, yeah.
Mind you, this whole time I had not seen this humongous spider.
No, you forgot.
No, hold on, wait. I didn't even tell you what I saw that. Hold on, wait.
Mating of the roaches.
No, because I actually saw the snake when I was running back into the house after I seen the spider that was the size of my head. Like, I'm not lying, I'm not exaggerating, I am being dead ass serious. Okay, so I go back there, and then I finally see the tap that connects to the one to the house. Yes. And they say you have to bend over. He didn't say bend over to me, but I basically have to bend over because it's on the floor and it's connected to the house. So I bend over to turn it or whatever. Right. And mind you, I have my huge hair because it's like this really big afro or whatever. Right. So I'm like this holding my hair because I'm like, ain't no insect going to touch my hair. Hold on, wait a second. Right. So I'm like this. I'm like turning it over. Yeah. Right. So I'm about to stand up. I look behind me.
Did you feel like a sense of something watching you?
I felt something or whatever because usually I would just get up and go about my little merry way. But I put my hair back and I'm like leaning over, right? So I'm already in a vulnerable position because I'm down by the floor. I look behind me and I just see this huge fucking spider. And I'm like, oh shit! And then I start running. I start running down the alleyway, and then as I'm running and I'm seeing another roach beside me, I see a green snake slithering in. I said, I ran into the house. I said, oh my God, I can't do this. I ran upstairs, child. I tripped. I actually, I ripped the skin on my toe running up the steps because I was wearing these janky ass flip flops, and then after I run upstairs or whatever, and I'm like, Mom, and I can't even screaming. I'm like, I can't even breathe, bruh. I'm like saying, and we're gonna play right now. We're gonna play the audio tape. Not right now, but in a minute, we're gonna play the audio tape of us calling our Delali. And I swear to God, I was never gonna show anybody this, but I want y'all to have evidence, okay? Because I don't have any pictures to show you the insect.
I was talking to the Delali
about what was going on.
She was having this panic attack.
Like, I actually was shaking like a leaf, and I was going, I just couldn't.
You're being traumatized again. That's why you shouldn't keep on telling this. You poor thing. I know.
No, because the person asked about the roaches, and I said, I gotta warn this person. Before they come, man. I gotta warn them.
Since this person was saying, I was
telling I don't allow roaches. I said, well, you better get used to it.
I said, well, let her come. I don't want you to dissuade her. She's she has got to know. And
I'm going to get to the good part, girl. I'm going to get to the good part. Brother or sister, I'm going to get to the good part, okay?
There's some good
but so I see the spider. It has these really shiny black black
it
long
is,
legs,
yeah.
and then it has like a gray top or whatever. It has like red dots on it,
Yeah.
but I
And
think
was
the other
trying to
part was
ask
black.
you, I
Is
said,
it a tarantula? I said, girl, a
tarantula?
tarantula ain't got shit on this spider because it was
I was
literally.
trying to show her pictures of my phone. You mentioned, I said, was it this? And she said, Mom, it's as big as my head. So I was thinking.
She like, girl, this girl tripping.
I said, maybe, kind of exaggerating a little bit because, I mean, she has been freaked out. There was a snake also. And I can't stand snakes. The spider I was cool with, but the snake, I was like,
I don't mind snakes because it was a light green snake and it was about this small. It really wasn't scary to me, honestly, and I felt like he was lost because he really didn't know where he was going. So I didn't think that they were actually on the property like that. I think he just lost his way.
Snake, where did Mama at? Oh my God. So I called the Delali and I was just like, I
was hyperventilating in a corner. I had my panic attack. I was yelling and I was crying or whatever. It was really bad. I was like curled up in a ball.
She didn't want to go down to the kitchen. She didn't want to
No.
Yeah.
Like it was horrible.
Yeah.
So she calls the Delali, tells her what's going on.
Yes.
I'm crying in the back. Usually, I don't like letting anybody hear or see me cry unless it's my mom, because I trust her.
And it's very hard for you to cry too. You don't like it at all.
I don't like crying because it takes a lot.
I'm trying to encourage you to get it out and not hold it in. It's hard for you to cry like that.
Like, I don't really like crying because
she just broke down. I was like, oh my goodness.
Like, I don't like to cry because one, it gives me a severe headache, and then two, I'm knocked out for the whole day. You see me cry, just know I'm gonna be knocked out till tomorrow morning. You know what I'm saying?
It's very traumatic for you when you're crying.
And then you're seeing these insects.
You don't cry so much.
I don't. I really try to be strong or whatever. But it was so much. Like, I had just seen roaches, and then I'm seeing all this stuff in the back. I said, now I know why my black ass ain't go to the back no more. Because there's stuff back there. There's stuff back there, and I'm not doing it. So she had to call the Lally. We're going to play the tape for y'all now. So y'all go and hear this. Don't judge me.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, hi, that is Mariam crying and hyperventilating in the back. So she's not going to be able to go outside anymore. She saw a snake and then she saw a black widow spider. And she is crying and she is so freaked out right now. She said the water, Mariam, is okay. She said the water is running, but what we need is an exterminator. I don't know where they find those people in Tanzania, but we just need to exterminate all around the house and inside the kitchen, because there are all kinds of critters around, and unfortunately I cannot help and go outside and kill it myself. But we are going to need an exterminator. So I know it's the weekend. Probably we'll not be able to find someone then, but that's what we're going to need. And then, of course, the plumber to stop the toilet leak, and also to fix the water pressure. Yeah, she's very, very upset, as you can hear. Anyhow, I have to go and tend to her. Alright, thanks so much. I know it's the weekend, so probably we'll not be able to get anything done until the weekday, and that's fine. But no, she cannot go outside anymore. Because it's too much for her. Alrighty then. Thanks. Bye.
But now that y'all have seen it and heard it,
yes.
Now y'all know what I was truly going through.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Now, she would be so supportive. She would just try to rub my back.
But at the same time, I was very angry.
She was very upset.
I got so angry. The reason why I was angry was because I was like, how dare these insects scare away my child and mess up her trip to Africa? God damn it, I'm going to deal with these insects. Even though I was afraid of the snake, I said, I don't care. I will kill that snake. I was so upset. I was ready.
She was really pissed.
It's like that mama thing that comes on, like, even if I'm afraid, I'm not going to show fear. Like, I'm going to deal with this for my child. And the next
day,
morning,
because the Delali said, okay, I'm going to come tomorrow. I think it's best that we fumigate or whatever. Try to see what's going to go happen.
Because he was very worried about the snake, really worried, because he was just like,
well, they're not common. He said there's not common in Bueni.
But when he said a green snake, he said, okay, that's like
those aren't harmful.
He said those ones are harmful.
And it wasn't even any longer than like my hand, honestly. Yeah. So I wasn't scared of it.
If it's any other kind of snake, he was like, wait a minute, that's, so he was really worried.
Yeah, so basically what happened was, so I'm like, okay, I had calmed down, I had taken my some medication.
Yeah. I think 2 days, because we called him, I think it was on a Saturday. Mm-hmm. And so he said on Monday he'll be able to come.
So he came Monday. I had calmed down pretty well by then.
Right.
I decided not to go outside.
On Sunday you didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything. I kept on praying to Allah. I was like, Allah, please, I can't handle it no more. Yeah. Like, I actually will drop dead here in Africa. Yeah. Like, I can't do this.
And I was praying too, and I felt good when on Sunday she didn't see anything.
Yeah.
And then Monday morning she's like, let me come downstairs. I'm going to do a little bit of mopping.
Because the guy was going to come. Our Dolly was going to come. He was going to get somebody to come clean. He was going to get somebody to do the whole thing and stuff like that, or whatever.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, well, let me go and mop or whatever, because there was, I don't even know why I was mopping. I think I was going to take the water outside, because you were saying that insects could be there or whatever.
Yeah.
Lo and behold,
I just hear this scream.
There's a loud scream from me, and I can already feel myself having another heart attack.
And I was downstairs now, and I had gone downstairs.
You were downstairs and everything.
Okay, but so
she was wearing the same exact outfit she had on. I heard the scream, so the scream was coming from me, but I heard it. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm moving the bucket, and I see this long bright red caterpillar with all these little I'm like, my legs are like shaking talking about it.
White and black.
Yes, and it was like it was moving. It was like moving very fast. Yeah. I moved the bucket because there was water. I left water in there, which I really shouldn't have. It looks very dangerous.
Insects that has some red on it, for me,
they're dangerous.
And she was screaming. I was like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "This thing is there." So I get up with my cane. I was like, "Oh, hell no. They are not going to mess with my child, I tell you." In fact, you weren't even sure if it was a snake or what it was.
I didn't know what the fuck it was.
You just saw the snake.
I was like,
I said, I don't care what it is. And you would tell me, Mom, no, sit down, because, I have
a heart condition. And I'm like, what the hell she finna do? You know what I'm saying? But I'm having a panic attack again by that time.
I took my cane and I started hitting that thing dead.
Like, that's all I saw. I just saw her waving her arm like this and hitting it, and she was hitting it for like 20 minutes.
That thing broke into half and was still moving. So I had to crush the head off it. Oh my God. But I left the tail, but the tail also had an antenna. And then when she went, after about 30 minutes,
because I had to go to the kitchen and get something to eat.
Still. Yeah. And then I remembered I had read a book when I was younger about worms. If you cut a worm, right, it will grow back. Like the tail will make a head and it'll make two worms. If you cut it in half, two will develop. And so I was like, oh, I gotta crush the antenna. So I went and crushed the tail part of it too, just to make sure. And then finally, that's when it stopped moving. So when the Delali came, he looked at the caterpillar. I don't even know what it is. And he said, oh, those are really dangerous. Their bites are really, he said, even I am afraid of that. He's like, yeah, those are dangerous. You don't want to get bitten by that.
Mind you, that's a grown man saying that.
I was like, oh my goodness.
And then, but also we had to get our water fixed.
And then you had a panic attack that morning too.
I did, he was there, and I just kept on crying and crying and
I said, you need to make sure that this thing is happening. We're leaving. We're going to go to the hotel. And
we're going back to America.
Have a little massage. I am done with this. You come fumigate, or we take our ass back to America, because she is going to leave. She doesn't want to be here anymore. And, this place has to be fumigated.
Yes.
And so he's like, I am coming. I'm going to come with the cleaning people first to clean the entire place.
No.
He said fumigate first.
He said he's going to fumigate first, but he said because they're going to fumigate the the
fumes.
smell is going to be very strong. You should have Delali. You should have dadas or kakas, which is brother and dada means sister,
Yeah,
to
like
come and
helpers
clean
who
up.
come and help and
Clean up the
yeah.
whole place from top to bottom for
Yes.
you. And I think it's only like 30,000, which is honestly like $15,
Yeah.
if you can imagine.
Yeah.
And we have a 2-story house.
Yeah.
It was 2 of them that came, so we paid them I think
So
about $30
we
each.
went away to the hotel.
No, but hold on, you didn't tell him.
Oh.
Wait. So the guy with the water, he also brought the plumber that day.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy, so he goes back there and he basically confirms. He said, "Yeah, the spider's big as shit."
Yes, that's
he said,
right.
"Yeah, it's like it's that big."
Yes, I remember. So I asked him.
And he said it was rare.
He said, "Oh, I saw the spider web," and I said, "Well, she said there was a lamp above us, and it is like as big as her head." I said, "Is the spider really that big?" Because I thought maybe it wasn't as big. He said, "Oh yes." He said, "Oh yes, it is as big as the head." Oh, he said, "Yeah, it's big as my head." And he said, "It's bigger than hers." And he's like, "Oh yeah," he said, "and those spiders are rare too."
So we
Those
had a
spiders are
rare
very
ass
rare.
spider in our
A
back
rare
house.
spider, and he said there's another one. There was a second one by the water tank.
No,
And-
that's where the spider was. It was actually by the water tank.
I know, but there was another one when the what's his name? When the plumber climbed up to the top of the water tank, there was another one there. So he
You
was
see,
like, so
but
I
he
said,
said the
I said,
reason
okay,
why that
it's
happens-
rare. That's great. You can take it with you home so that it continues to be rare, but we don't want it here. And when they make their webs, they said the web is as
No, I saw
It's
the web.
huge.
It's about
He
as
said
big
that-
as this window.
Yeah.
Like, no lie.
Yeah.
It's about
like
as big
they
as this
make these
window.
huge webs, you know. But yeah, so they came. We left, and they came and
We left.
fumigated.
They fumigated,
They
and
found
it is.
so many more of those dangerous caterpillars.
They did in the
I
house.
don't think they're called something else, but they found so many more of them. What is it like? How many were there?
He
Like,
said there was like 10 or 12 more he
Yeah.
found. So
In
it
the
was
house.
quite
So
a
he was-
bit
yeah.
that he found. And then also, I think he said a couple of flies were dead, and then a couple roaches also had
he
died.
couldn't
But
find
he
he
said,
couldn't find the snake.
which
though.
I said I did not think it belonged here.
Yeah, he
You know
could
what
not
I'm
find
saying?
that snake. I don't know where it slithered to, but I'm gonna be on the lookout for a mama snake.
I don't think it's coming. But
But they fumigated the whole place, cleaned it
they
really
did.
well.
They fumigated
Really,
the whole
really
place.
well.
The only sad part about it was that a lot of salamanders and lizards had died.
Yeah,
he
that
said there was
sad.
a lot of them on the property that were
Yeah,
dead
they were,
outside,
yeah.
which I felt bad about because salamanders
couldn't
and
deal with
lizards are not
salamanders.
bad. I mean, but I couldn't stand them in the beginning. But I
Yeah.
actually got really close to one in Tanzania when I went out to the balcony.
Yeah, when we were at
and I
that resort,
actually
yeah.
almost touched it. But
Yeah.
I was like, these ones aren't bad. Like,
They're
it's
not
not
bad,
harmful.
yeah.
They're not harmful. So I actually came to like the salamander.
Yeah.
And there's actually a very tiny baby one in the house. And I left it. I was like,
Yeah.
this is home now for you.
Yeah.
So I was fine
Yeah.
with the salamanders,
And
but
the
so I
poor
felt
rare
bad.
spider also was died also. I just wanted them just to
Well,
take
the
it
thing
away.
is
You
they
could take it
still-
away too because we have like a whole like land in front of us.
I did
You
not
could-
want it to
you
walk
could take
back
it
here.
over there with the cows and stuff.
Yeah. But
Put
what
it there.
happened was
We
they
don't want it
actually
here.
went and sprayed it. They
Yeah,
sprayed
they-
it and it just fell
Yeah.
down. And they said the next day when they came to clean up, because you can't clean up the same day.
Yeah.
Like you actually have to leave the place for like 6 to 8 hours after
Yeah.
they fumigate.
Yeah.
And they fumigated and then they came back and it was just a shriveled up huge ball.
Yeah.
So it was dead.
Oh.
Which
I know.
I felt bad about, but you ain't gonna be traumatizing me up in my own damn place. Bye.
Yeah. I made him. I was like, oh, what? You could take it. He's like, oh no. No. He didn't want to touch that. They are that huge. I was hoping that he'll take a picture of it so we could show it to you all, but no.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he can forget a lot of things
I was
sometimes.
like, wow, spiders are that big here.
Everything is bigger in Africa.
Everything is bigger.
And everything really is bigger in Africa, honestly. Even the insects and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the good thing is we did have fumigation. I mean, not everybody does fumigation here because, I mean, they're so used to it and everything. They just live among, the nature and everything, which is what I
You
really
see,
love.
And that's
But
what I was
they
telling
went
her
ahead-
when we went to the resorts. There were
Mhm.
a lot of salamanders and lizards. And I told her, I said,
But I wasn't used to it.
I said, because when I was growing up in Sierra Leone, when I was a teenager, they were in our house. It was my bedroom. I mean, it wasn't a big deal. So I was trying to tell. I said, they're like pets. We don't really touch them, but they're there. Yeah, but I remember that first time when you saw them, you were just like, I can't.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly,
I
it was
know.
really.
Those birds are so beautiful. It's like white birds, brown birds, and black birds. Just like
If they come back again, I'm
They're
going
so
to film
pretty.
them.
Yeah.
But the thing is with the whole fumigation, it actually was awesome. So they do have pest control here. They do have fumigation or whatever. And the good thing about them is once they fumigate, you really don't have to do it until for another 3 months.
Yeah.
Now, since they have
3 to 4
fumigated.
months.
Since they have fumigated, it's been about 2 weeks now. I have not seen any roaches. I've not seen any insects on the property. I've not seen any spiders. I've not seen anything.
Did an
Like,
awesome
they
job.
really did a phenomenal job.
Yes, they
Now,
really did.
if you are somebody who's like, I really don't allow them, you can wait 3 months, or you can get it done once every 2 months, or once a month if you really want to, but I don't think it's necessary.
Right.
But yeah, the fumigation was great. It was about $130 to do up and downstairs and to do all of outside. So it was a really
$30.
I think it was about 130. It was like
130,000. Is that what you?
no,
said?
130 USD.
I think so.
It was like 120, 130.
Say $80.
No, because I remember it was gonna cost a bit. You said it was like 250,000 shillings.
Oh.
Remember?
Well, that's 100. That's about 110.
Yes, okay. So it was a total of $110 to do upstairs and downstairs and then outside. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like that's a really good price because of how big our household is. Yeah. And then also just the outside, the front yard, all that stuff. Like, he did a phenomenal job. And then we had the Dadas come. It was 2 men. Yeah. They did a phenomenal job. They used the toil. They swept all the insects from the window seals. They scrubbed everything. They cleaned inside the kitchen cabinets, all that stuff. So what I would say is for anybody...
Because inside those cabinets had bugs.
Yeah, there were some roaches and stuff like that, whatever. But the thing is, our house, it had been on the market since May or March. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they said that when nobody occupies a house for a while, these bugs, they come and they make it home. Yeah. So that's the reason why. So I would say anybody who is planning on coming to Tanzania, it is a phenomenal thing to go ahead, fumigate the whole entire house, get some cacos or dadas to come clean the place. It only costs $15 each for them both. It was 2 men that came because the house was pretty big. Yeah. Even our Delali had to come in and try to do some cleaning also.
Because they were trying to get it all done
before we came back.
Got back home.
Yeah. But I mean, honestly, if you give them 2 days to do the fumigation, then a day to clean up, it's good to have them come in. It was about $30 to let the people clean, and then it was $110 for the fumigation. So all in all, it cost $140.
And we went to
That's
a beautiful
not bad.
hotel, Blue Sapphire,
which we will do a video on as well. And it was beautiful. Coming back here and they actually able to enjoy all the rooms, enjoy the house, not being scared of seeing some stuff. I've not seen anything. It's been 2 weeks. I've been at peace.
I know.
I think the first 2 days I was still like
comfortable in your home.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't want to be scared of things in your home.
Yeah, but you can definitely use pest control, whatever. It's basically inexpensive. They get it done. You have to stay away from the house for at least 8 hours. So I would say go stay at a hotel, or you can stay at an Airbnb for like $20 or $30. I will link the Airbnb that we stayed in. It's actually on my own individual channel, but you guys can actually go ahead and watch it. I think it was called Tanzania. So yeah.
And there was another one that we stayed at too, but that's for people
that's in Bagamoyo,
off the grid.
Yeah, if you're gonna be off the grid and you don't want access to your phone, then hey boo, you go there.
That's a really good place to go.
Yeah, but it's so beautiful and it's so worth it because the ocean is right there.
It's really oceanfront property. You can walk.
But you can also go down there if you're adventurous and you don't mind walking down or jumping down a little hill or a little mountain to get there. Then that's totally fine. You can definitely be there. There's a beach there, and there's a dada that lives there, or whatever. That actually will have somebody go and get you fresh fish from the ocean, and she'll come and cook it for you. For I think what she said, 50,000 shillings. So that's about $2-3 a plate. Yeah. So
it was like $5,000 per plate.
Yeah, so that's like $1.50. Yeah. So, but yeah, you guys, that was our little pest control story. We're not here to traumatize anybody, but we want to let you guys know
because
get a man, or
they will not be this afraid. They will go and get. You know what I'm saying?
Or if you have money, put money to the side for pest control. Because now I honestly am fine. We will probably do another fumigation in 3 months. Right. But just to make sure nothing comes back or whatever. But I would say either you have these 3 options. Either be adventurous and be okay with insects, 2, I would say bring a man. Perfect time to find somebody. Lock that down. 3, I would say have some money and get your house fumigated.
Yes.
I said for anybody who does not like insects, does not want to deal with it, I say
Because
get your house fumigated.
This subscriber was like,
I don't deal with bugs. So, girl or man, I would say go ahead, get your house fumigated before you move in. Let them come and clean it. Because the thing is with them here, which we're going to actually, I think we'll get into the whole house hunting, the process of getting the house, what's expected, what isn't done, what does get done, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, when we do our house hunting video next week, please stay tuned for that. We're going to actually talk about the whole process of us getting our house.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a beautiful house tour.
Yeah. Because the fumigation is going to be done on your dime.
Yes, absolutely.
Because, you have to understand, just like I was telling her, Africans,
they're used to it.
They're used to this.
So it's not common.
We're gonna live with we're gonna live with the lizards. We're gonna live with the salamanders. Sometimes we had monkeys because we were like behind our house. Like this, like almost like this forest. So we had monkeys that would come into the kitchen if we're cooking or something like that.
Yeah.
They may come. They're curious. Even at the resorts in Tanzania.
Absolutely.
One came all the way to our balcony. I mean, that door was open. It would have come inside our room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're used to that. So if you're not used to it, coming from America, you're not used to living with these creatures, crawlies, get the place fumigated because the landlords are not thinking that they need to do that for you. And if that's what you want, then you get that done.
Yeah. But I think it's very beautiful here because you're living amongst nature. Like everywhere you go, like even if you're in the city, even where there's a lot of buildings, there is an abundance of nature everywhere. And that's what I love. Even our house, we're surrounded by trees. So even if it's hot or whatever, we don't want to waste electricity. We turn off our AC. It's like we have AC coming into our room from the trees. Yeah. So I absolutely love it here.
And when you have trees around you, you're going to have those creepy crawlies around you. You're going to have those salamanders and things like that around you, those snakes around you. So
but we haven't seen anything since, not inside the house. So like you might see like flies or whatever outside of the house or whatever. Yeah. But I have not even seen roaches on the property. No, I've been quite at peace. I'm not gonna lie.
Caterpillar,
So this is not to scare y'all. Still come to Africa, whatever. Absolutely. Still enjoy it. It's beautiful. But I'm saying, when you come here, make sure you put at least $150 to the side for fumigation and cleaning. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. And if we had come with your brother, he would have loved it. Because I
still would have fumigated regardless, even if he was here.
You will not have been the one to go turn on the tap. He would have had to go turn on the tap.
So I would not even seen it.
And there was a time where he used to have spiders inside our home. He used to have spider homes. He used to have ants, like ant homes.
That was a nightmare.
Like inside his room. He used to watch them lay eggs and all this stuff. But so he would have loved it.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys, it's Mary
and Amma
with one of our mini horror stories from Tanzania. We will have more coming.
But ended on a good note.
Yes, you guys. Yes, it's a beautiful place. You're not going to regret it. Just make sure you are prepared. I came here and I was unprepared. But even if I had known beforehand, it still would not have not persuaded me to go because there's a lot of benefits come to Tanzania.
You probably would have thought I was exaggerating if I said, "Oh, this is," you'd be like, "Let Mom just say that. Let me come and see for myself."
Yeah. But I mean, Tanzania is a beautiful place. I honestly don't want to be anywhere else. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And definitely the currency is lower, so I can do a lot of the business stuff that I want to do. Start my stores, have my art gallery, all that stuff. Yeah. So. Inshallah, by the end of this year, you guys will be seeing some business stuff from me or whatever. Yes. But yes. So comment down below what else you guys want to know about us, being here in Tanzania. Yes. Feel free to comment down below. We'll definitely do more videos and stuff like that. We have some more videos coming out, so stay tuned. Please like, share. Oh, we invite you guys to like. Comment. But this is Mary.
And Amma.
We invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below.